Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 3 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to add walls and furniture. Now we're gonna continue working on this. What I want to do is to add doors so that we could see the orientation of our um, rooms and the orientation of the door, how it opens and how it closes. So now let's go to insert, load family, and then let's go to doors. Right here we have residential, so we could go there. So let's go back here. I press something inadvertently, so I want a double glass door for the front. So I'm gonna use one of this, click on open, and then I'm gonna choose 15 by 2000, 1500 by 2000. So let's see that first, and then type in DR. DR stands for door, and that's how we will add the doors because it's from the system family. So DR is how you add those. So once we added the door, let's go back to insert and then let's load some families again, and let's add in the single door, which is right here. And the reason that I'm loading this is because um, we can see that there's a door handle. The default that Revit has into their door that is already loaded, even though if you change the detailed view, it wouldn't have a door handle. So I just want mine to have a door handle. So I'm gonna load all of this. So I'm gonna select one of them, scroll down, and then hold on shift and then click on the bottom, and then it will highlight everything and then press OK. And this one is just saying that, are you sure you want to load everything? You said yes. And then now we have our door here. You can even type in DR again. It will pop up. It will give you the first one, 300 by 2000, but obviously that's too small. So I'm going to choose something that is probably 750 by 2000. I want to maintain the 2000. That's the height. So even the front door is 2000 as well. So I'm gonna maintain that height. And then here we could basically, for this one, what we could do here is actually, instead of a door, we're gonna put a open door, or we're gonna open the wall basically. And then here we have an office or a room right here, office room or a bedroom, depending on how you want it. We're gonna add that. Obviously here we're going to have, I'm gonna put in a sliding door, so um the exit, so that you can have your you can have the access to your backyard. And then here in the kitchen we could add in a window instead. So basically there's not enough that we could put here except right here at the washroom, and I find the washroom very small. So instead I'm gonna put in 2500, or what we could do is we could just put it in the middle of the E grid. I think that's good enough. We could add in the sink, and then we could add in a toilet and probably a shower right here. So I think that's good enough space, or good enough room. So a little bit of edit right here. And then at the same time, let's add in the sliding door. So you could basically get the sliding door at the um, second link in the description under part 1. So just go to part 1 description. I will put in all the links there. and then you could just drag and drop once you download the sliding door, and drag and drop, and then it will upgrade. And then once it's upgraded, you'll be able to have it placed on the right area. So we have the sliding door right here. I'm gonna add it right about here. I think that's perfect. And then what we're gonna do here is we're going to select this because we're going to change some stuff in the properties right here. So 0 on that. I want it to be open. So once it's open, this will open up as well. So it's really parametric. And then here under edit, we need to take all of this gap. We don't need those gap. And then click on apply, and then OK. And then there we go. We have our sliding door. You can change it basically, so you could edit or duplicate this, and you can change whatever you want right here. So it's up to you. I think the basic one is good enough size. It's big enough, and we'll be able to slide it on the left side or the right side, whatever we want. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. And here, um, we're we're going to add the bedroom first instead, so that we'll be able to plan everything ahead. Here, I'm going to select an interior wall. I'm going to edit this and duplicate. This will be interior wall number 2, but we're going to change the thickness to 100 because we're going to add in this one right here. So select that, CS. We're going to have the closet right here, and then we're just going to pull this back to interior 1. So here we have 800, and then we're just going to put it there. Let's go to load family, and let's add in some bed. So go to furniture, beds, and then here we have bed box. Click on open, CM on that. We could add in the largest that it has is queen size, so space bar, and then let's add it right here. There we go. And then obviously it's not done yet. We could add in a table, side table as well. So let's add all of those. So desk, we could add that. Overwrite existing, CM. Actually, the desk is already here, so CM first. Go right here and then type in desk. So here we have the desk. Let's add this one right about on this corner. And then at the same time, go to load again. We could have the nightstand table on the side. CM on that. Add it on the corner right here. And then we're gonna add a sliding door and a chair and a light. So here, load family again. Go back. We have seating here, so might as well add the chair. So let's add the chair executive. CM added to the location. There we go. And then here again, let's go to door. So we're basically adding everything that we want to, so that once we're added, or once we add it already, we could go, once we're in second floor, we'll be able to add it instantly because it's already loaded. So the hard part is right now, because we keep on loading stuff and everything, but once we're in the second floor, everything will be moving quickly. So we're adding one at a time. so that we could add it instantly, not loading everything that you need, and then you're gonna keep on looking on the component side. So that will be harder. So here, residential, we're going to look at the sliding door, which is right here, and then click on open. I like loading them all. So here I'm gonna select one again, hold on shift, select the bottom to basically highlight all of them, press OK. And then DR, because that's a door family, and then we could add it right here. And we want to add as much detail as possible. So let's go to annotate, click on detailed line, and look for demolish line. And then zoom here. We usually put two rods or two lines to represent the rod. So that's good enough. As you can see, that will represent the rod, and that is self-explanatory. It's common sense to add that. Next, I want to add the shower, the toilet, and the sink. So let's go back to insert, load family, go back right here. Let's go to plumbing, architecture, fixtures, and then let's go to water closet to add a 2D commercial toilet, or domestic. Actually, it's what's best. So let's adding 2D, because 3D, we don't need to show 3D for this. So just to make our file small enough and good enough. So here I'm just adding this one right here at the wall. So it's a wall based. So that's why it's snapping to the wall. So I'm gonna add it right here, and then I'm going to add a sink. So we have a sink right here, and then we're going to just add a single vanity, which is a square, cm on that, and then let's add it right about here, and then load family again, and then let's go for the shower. We have a shower stall here, click on open, and then type in cm to load it. And then right now we have a shower right here. We could just move this along, and basically we could extend this by going to edit, and then maybe it's the width or the depth. So either way we're going to change it. Click apply, and we could just flip it by actually rotating it, or what we could do is CS on that. So basically right there, and then we could just delete it. So a fast way of doing this, if we want to be exact, because there's a space right here, I don't want that. What we could do is we could check the dimension, and then 1986. So we could select that, change this to 1986, and then there we go. It is fixed right there. And then go to annotate again, detailed line. This one should be thin line, and we're just going to add the table for this one right here, and then move it along using your arrow key to give it some space. There we go. So that looks good. We have our washroom right here at the base, or at the first floor, done. And again, I want to add a door right here. This will be where the pantry is. So I'm gonna select that, CS. I know this one is too big, so I'm gonna add the door first, and then select that door again, and then we could change this to a specific size, which is probably 600 by 2000, small enough to fit the door, and you'll be able to enter the small room right here. And then at the same time, we want to show that there are um, that you have some shelvings right there. So right there, I'm gonna add a dash line, and then we have another line going right here. There we go. So that looks good. And then here we're going to open this by selecting the wall and then wall opening. We're going to select one and then another one. And then here we could basically move this one to the side. And then here you'll be able to select this one and then spread it out. So you can make it longer or smaller depending on what you want. So now we have that space, we have that capability, and this is an open area with that. So next thing that I want to add is actually the floor. So here, let's go back to architecture, click on floor, and here we have a generic floor 400 millimeters. Now we're gonna edit that, duplicate, and then we're just gonna call ours floor number 1, but all caps. And then here we're gonna edit this thickness. Let's put this one at 200. And then here under materials, we're going to add basically 3 floors. One floor is for the kitchen, one floor is for the bedroom, and then another floor is for the washroom. And then actually by the end of this, we're going to add in a floor number 4, which is for the overall. So here, this will be for the kitchen, so I want it to be somewhat a tile base. So I'm gonna look for a tile, and we have a ceramic tile right here, textile tile, slate blue. We could use that as well, or vinyl. I'll use the vinyl composition tile, so I'm gonna use that for the kitchen. So this one is for the kitchen, so I'm just going to add it right about here, because this is the kitchen area. So I'm gonna finish that off right there. Another, we're going to press escape, click on floor again, edit that type, duplicate. We have floor number 2, edit on this one. I want it to be for the overall, so this will be a stone. So we can go right here, stone right there, and then we could just pull it up, apply OK, and then OK. This will be for the overall. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on that, click on right here, and then we're going to add another part right here, and then we're gonna stitch it up later on. So we're basically just adding lines quickly. I'm going to add this one right here, and then add right here. Another way as well is to use pick line, but I just want to do it like this one and to show you how I do it. So here I'm going to trim right here, TR again, trim right here, trim it right there. We can trim it right here. I should have pushed this one up, but that's fine. And then trim it right here. TR. That's fine. Delete this, delete this. So basically deleting the excess. We just need the perimeter lines. So once you're done, click on finish, and there we have it. At the same time, we need two more for the bedroom and for the washroom. So click on floor again, duplicate this, duplicate number 3, edit. This one will be, I want another stone for the washroom. So basically I'm just going to add this. I'm going to use polished granite. I'm just adding random material, but it's up to you if you want to add. So here I'm going to put that there. At the same time, I'm going to push this one, edit, push this one all the way right here, so that to get all the gaps. Because if we just leave it right there, there will be a big gap right in between right here as well. So that's done. Another floor, edit, duplicate, number 4, and then change this to, I want wood usually um, on my offices or my bedrooms. So I'm going to use maybe this one. Click OK, and then simply select rectangle to instantly add that one. Click on finish. Make sure to save this. So let's stop here for now. Continue on the next video. Thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.